Hey guys, welcome to the Stream Space, or welcome back. You're here with Pydera. We're actually going to do another unboxing. So this will be our second Zap project unboxing. So we have 3 in total. So there's the Zap Dino Megazord, the Dragonzord, and the Zap Astro Megazord. So we have the Dragon and we have the Dino. I figured we get the Dragon out of the way, and then we can merge it with the Dino. And then kind of complete my display because I'll use the toy Dragonzord as part of the display we have going on here. So we have basically, we have the Lightning Collection figures. So for each individual Ranger from the Mighty Morphin era, including the White Tiger, we have each individual Zord. And then in the middle, in the center, is the Zap Project Dino Megazord. And what I will do is add the Dragonzord with his lance and everything. And I think that'll look pretty darn sick. So, without further ado, let's get on the road. See, and you know, it's funny because I wasn't sure if I was going to do this. I wasn't sure if I was going to open this bad boy. The Zap Dragonzord. Anyways, quickly go get a opening tool. Cutting tool. Now, obviously, we're going to be super careful because these boxes are meant to house these if we have to move or something, which we do. So, now, if I am remembering this correctly, I think it's going to be a little bit more lax than the other one. Oh, maybe not. Paulo, go back in. God damn it. Okay. All right, so I'll take the sleeve off. Oh, one more. Now, it's funny because I got this all the way back in Christmas, but I wanted to be able to combine it. So you can do the Battlezord mode, which I think looks epic, by the way. Or you can do like Ultrazord, which I believe, sorry, I'll just look at it here. So you got the 2 options here for combining. Or this one is my favorite, but I'll do this with maybe the Legacy stuff. And then, so this guy is pretty cool because it's got, like, it basically lets, it's all 6 Rangers can become 1, right? So. Okay, now we got even more stuff to cut. So there's, like, other box there. I mean, even the box is cool. I think the box looks sick. Even with the, like, it's honestly, I mean, even if I don't put them back in their boxes, even after removing stuff, like, they still look really good. Okay. even cooler yet is it's got this, which completes the display of the other ones. So the other ones is basically, they're the same. They have their individual coin, the big guy, helmet symbol, and weapon symbol. Or sorry, it's a Zord symbol, but still. Oh, somebody's racing nearby. And I think these little displays are pretty sick. Okay, so what is in here? Now, we're not going to get too much into setting up the lasers or any of the effects. I think we'll store those in the box for now. Extra hands and stuff, yeah. So we'll keep this closed until we know that he either doesn't have them equipped or does have them equipped. Okay. So here's obviously the first thing. His penis. I'm kidding, it's just his tail. It's just his tail. Relax. Don't cancel me. I just work here, man. Oh, I love the tail. Look at the detail on that. Oh, and it extends. So, like, you clip them down when you want them in, like, dragon mode or when you want it in lance mode. So it stiffens up and it gets shorter. Or you can run it like this, obviously, when he's in dragon form. That's pretty cool, actually. I really like that little piece of detail there. I don't know what that was supposed to do. It's like a little stand or something. I don't know what it's for. Okay. Now we got little... Just gonna see, like, feels like there should be more in here, and there might be. Now this figure might be fairly simplistic in terms of like packaging and stuff, so he is definitely slimmed down in comparison to the Thick Boy original, but that's honestly okay, because it means he'll be more functional. Okay, so we're gonna get him into a fully formed dragon mode, and then we'll go from there. Just being gentle, because I know the joints for these guys can be a bit rough. Okay. Okay, we want to connect the tail. So let's get this on here. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, just kind of going over the details. So you got a little dragon chamber for the driver. Closes up. Fin comes up. Right. So, yeah, I'd say that is pretty epic. Like, look at all the detail. The crest, which is not stickers. It's like actually the crest. You got the front. It doesn't appear that it's going to be lighting up or anything like that, which is totally fine. It doesn't need to. Okay. The hands have joints on them so they can actually move around. And these are interchangeable with ones that are like firing missiles and other stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. The legs have hip joints. Yeah, so you could actually like move it around and stuff, and obviously the tail has wicked articulation. So I think where this is really shining in terms of like wow, this is a cool toy, is that the fact that in comparison to the bulky original / legacy, because bulky, the original classic one and the legacies have pretty much identical designs. They haven't changed anything except for a couple of the parts. The parts are metal on a legacy one. I'll show you the bulky guy. Okay, I'm going to show you the difference between the two. Okay, so this guy may be a little bit chonkier, but and you know what? Honestly, this is my 93 original Megazord, right? Or Dragonzord. So honestly, it is probably one of my favorites. It does look really cool, right? So yes, this guy is like almost a little smaller even, but his scale in other places. So like, there's the tail that'll be like the Legacy and the Dragon and the normal Dragonzord, versus this one. Like, look at that. I mean, that looks like you're gonna beat the crap out of somebody with it. Actually quite impressive. So I'm actually pretty impressed, all things considered. So now for the main attraction, sort of. Okay, disconnect. Now I believe Dragonzord mode. We'll just grab a pick of the back here. Make sure I'm doing this right. Does not utilize sword mode. It does not utilize lance mode. But we'll put that, because I think it actually sits on the stick and everything. We'll put it on the stick. Either way. Okay? So see, now it's condensed. Just gonna set that up there. Now, in the past, it's a pretty straightforward transformation. Now, obviously being careful, right? Like, this is kind of like a key component of this, is being careful. Okay, there we go. So we got the disconnect so that the chest plate can come out. Okay, so we're folding the arms in. It's the first time I've ever been allowed to do this, by the way. The clips are cool because they fold inward. So after you've merged it, okay, so I'm just me being overly cautious, right? Like, I don't want to break anything, right? Okay. Given that these aren't cheap, like $200 Canadian for this guy. Okay, so now up like that. Then you fold the ones part outward. That's the hip joint slash. Okay. Bring that down. Ba, 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 da, da, do, 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 do. Okay, so now we gotta fold the legs upward because they go live in here. Okay. Now, if we were going with battle mode, we will probably not be displaying that. But that's where the chest plate comes together and it becomes the central component for the Megazord instead of the T-Rex. So right now it's built around the T-Rex, where this becomes the central piece. But right now we're just going to get in battle mode for the sake of combining it. Just don't trust the joints on this. Just trying to make sure it don't, break anything. There we go. Okay. Now, one of the things is that the faceplate comes down. And I think we got to make a minor adjustment to the Dino Megazord so that its head is not where it currently is. I mean that, or it lives in the space behind it. It's kind of hard to say. Okay. Come on, cooperate. Honestly, it's fine. I just don't like that it's not sitting right. Okay, now I just got to make an adjustment to the Megazord because it's in its current state. It's got the cannons down, so that makes it very, very hard to put this on there. Okay, so just fold those back a little. Seen him since the original posting video. Hi there, how's it going? So the plates for the shoulder pads have to come down a little, or else this doesn't fit properly. I think that the headpiece has to come back. I'm failing at this because I'm trying to do it with one hand. not cooperating. Just take a 2-second breather to just double check something. Oh, I get it. Okay, so Megazord's head stays normal. Okay, we're almost there. Promise. I think we're almost there. Shouldn't make promises that I can't keep, but I think we're almost there. Okay? So I think you got to get them like this, right? Now my thing here is, do I need to keep his helmet forward or not? So let's take a look on the inside. Okay with a little bit of guesswork when it comes to this stuff, by the way. But I think head fin back is for when you don't have his other stuff on. So then you actually even have to detach the tail a little. This is first. This is starting to annoy me. Just trying to remove his weapons. Sword doesn't matter. That one's fine the way it is. Now, one thing I gotta check. Is there a groove for the Dragonzord? There is not. Quit it. Okay. Now I know it's not supposed to be all willy-nilly like that, because it's not fully on there. We'll just disconnect the pterodactyl for a moment, because that one's clips are really irritating. They don't sit proper. sit down for a moment. I'm sitting down until it's finished. Playing with toys down here. Fuck y'all. Okay, so let's take a look at what we're trying to do here. Don't worry, I'm still here, guys. Still here. Oh, shush, shush. No. Alright, so, still down here, you guys still hear me? Just figuring it all out. Guys, enough! Come on! Okay, we got it. Took some finagling and some negotiating, maybe a little bit of crying. Don't worry, it was silent. I edited it out. Edited it out for the goddamn radio. Anyways. Now, the chess piece isn't on because it took that long. Okay, so what it was is essentially this doesn't just hold on here for dear life. That's not how it works. What it does is it actually has a clip back here that clips to the back of the mastodon. So there's actually it's very hard to see unless you're really looking for it. Now, fun fact, I could have used instructions, but I don't know if you know this, but I'm a man, so I don't do that. Instructions are for the weak. We figure things out in this house. Or we break it. Chest plate on, bitch. Now, fun fact, just as if you remember back to my video for initially putting this bad boy together, it doesn't like the chess piece, so it is what it is. Okay? So, without further ado, Ultra Megazord. Ultra Dragon Megazord. I don't fucking know what they actually called it. I don't remember. But I think that looks pretty damn cool. Got his little missile pads on the top there. He's going to blast you. So, yeah, to get it on there, you got to drop the shoulder pads for one. So to get it on there, you have to drop the shoulder pads, and then you can attach it. So obviously you do your work on the Dragonzord where you split them open and take the scepter out, which is the Dragon Lance, as I will put together. And then you can drop it on there, and it hooks on a clip on the back that's really tiny, and then you put the Tyrannosaurus tail right behind it. And the helm, or the top of it, kind of goes slightly backwards. Okay, see how well this balances, because that's kind of like a concern. is that it's not going to want to stand. I don't like that he's leaning forward. I don't like how the Dragonzord sits on it, if I'm being perfectly honest. I kind of feel like it's a little lackluster, if I'm being perfectly honest with you guys. This whole thing where the shoulder pads have to close down, it prevents movement, and it actually inhibits the ability to articulate, if I'm looking at this right. But you can also change the articulation setup, so that's also fine. Ultimately, I kind of still like the way this is built. So we're going to put the Dragon Scepter together, and Dragon Lance, whatever. Fuck, the legs are always chunkier than I fucking remember. All right. What are to do with the rest of them? Welcome to my life. I literally just had it. Okay, Dragon Scepter. The fuck do we build this thing? It's kind of fun to figure out how to put this stuff together. Am I missing pieces or what? I don't remember, like, putting together the scepter on the other one's super easy. Well, if I'm reading this right, it doesn't use the whole thing. So, we're just basically throwing this here scepter together. And we should almost be done. I'm just going to make sure I'm reading this right, but it doesn't look like it uses the whole thing. Okay. I think I see. I see. Okay, I'll show you what I mean, guys. Okay, so it doesn't use the whole scepter. See this part right here? This is socketed around this okay, now it doesn't go on there nicely. I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. It does not go on there very nice at all. Okay, there we go. Now it's got this cool nifty little stand here that you can actually put under it when you want to actually have it displayed with it in its hand, because I believe it is actually too heavy to do it by itself. So just as for display purposes, we'll set it up like that. Anyways, any Duck Hunt fan will have gotten that joke. Yeah, so we'll put this guy up here. This shelf is not a fan of this Zord, I will tell you that much. It is buckling a little under the weight. But that's okay. This isn't the permanent home form. We'll be actually changing shelves. So anyways, let's pull this away from you guys so you can see the whole thing. Okay, so it'll be a little wobbly. My camera doesn't want to stay in there. Check out that bad boy. That is some sweet stuff right there. So that is the fully combined Dragonzord and Dino Megazord all in one place. And yeah, that's the unboxing and the combining. Even though it took about 5 minutes to combine, we made it work. So thanks for checking out the unboxing for the Dragonzord. Love you guys. Throw your likes, follows, subscribes in all the right places. You found me over on YouTube, Pydera Space 74. That's where you're watching this. Over on Twitch, Pydera_74. We will be live with Star Wars and Resident Evil over the next little bit here, so you can catch some of the newest games. See you guys there. Throw likes, follows, subscribes in the right place. Bye, guys.